Hey, what's going on, party people? Hopefully, you guys should be able to hear me. Let me get a little bit closer. How's everyone doing out there? Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Now, if now if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer, and essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. But ultimately, what this is saying is I help you to become Christ like. I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. That's what I do essentially as a spiritual healer. So when we talk about being Christ like, what that simply means, it means that you are attaining your highest level of self knowledge. You really get to know the truth. You have the ability to see beyond the veil, and that entails you knowing who you are. Now, and the way that I go about doing that pretty much is that I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. Because the minute you become one sided, let's just say, I mean, the reason why this is important because we all know, if you're not emotionally balanced, it will have a direct impact on how you see things. For instance, when we say someone is being too emotional, we also understand their emotion is clouding their visions, meaning, they don't see things clearly. And you can also obviously see it. That's why you would say such and such was is being emotional. And the same thing also goes, let's just say, if you're saying now, okay, then your emotions could make you weak. You could say all these things. We all know it, right? To a certain extent. Then now, it's all about being practical, and your practicality means, to be logical and to suppress your emotions. The minute you do that, well, there you go again. I mean, that's the foundation for toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Then you become very rigid. You're not really in touch or in tune with other people because we are emotional beings. Emotional and intellectual I mean, beings. Like, you can't, neglect or suppress or have one over the other. The minute you do, you don't get to see things clearly. And especially, there is such a thing called as emotional intelligence. When you use a little bit of emotions and you add it to your intellect, it allows it, it expands it. The whole, if you guys could make the connection with the whole Jesus, when Jesus said, whoever, I mean, whichever one of you guys, who's without sin, that was him tapping into their emotions to help them see a little more than just the law. And when you add that emotions into it, it allows you to make a better connection with people. That's why nowadays, and people understand, the importance of emotional intelligence. So, and only when you get there, because the whole spiritual or attaining your highest level of, or becoming Christ-like, you have to become emotionally intelligent. That's pretty much what that is. Now you have the ability to see the full picture, not just beats into pieces. Because if you don't get the full picture, you won't even understand the little. I mean, the small portion of it. you know, and to understand anything anyway, is to look at it from different angles too. It's to under, over, side, whatever the fuck. But anyway, so so I help you. So technically, I like to use this, the mirror of wisdom, meaning I'm allowing you, like, with the knowledge, with and then we're gonna be talking about some shit tonight anyway. Oh man, I feel like I'm on one already. I'm on one. So I prefer to call it the mirror of wisdom, because truly what I'm doing to you here, or this whole conversation, is allow you to see you from beyond the veil. And here's something else too. That's why for me this speaks for itself. This is not about convincing you. I mean, if you in touch with it, if you of it, if it makes sense to you, then you know. It's no political shit. The truth is the truth. Knowing who you are is knowing who you are. And being, doing the political bullshit, well, I mean, that's that. That's just that. And again, you're gonna have to ask yourself, you know, what the fuck are you about? But anyway, as a spiritual healer, essentially, that's pretty much what I do, right? And obviously, we talked about being emotionally and mentally balanced. Now, the way that I go about that, I help you to understand what your emotions are. First, let me say what I mean by being emotionally balanced. It's definitely not, how people say not to raise your voice or to act a certain way or, to be good, I guess. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. In fact, whenever you see that kind of shit, trust and believe. Toxicity is all around it. As you guys could see, always the motherfuckers that the Bill Cosby niggas making the will and all that shit. It's always these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Who do shit a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But have no fear. But the guy who acknowledged his emotions. So I'm saying that to say, when it comes to become emotionally balanced, it's not to behave a certain way. It's not deceiving others. Because when not to raise your voice or fuck all that shit. Sometimes you may need to raise your voice if that's what has to be done. Who the fuck gives a fuck? Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know. But you're not doing it from a place of you, let's just say, being triggered or being manipulated. But this is just me letting you know. You don't add up over here. So you're in the wrong hood. You know what I'm saying? Do you know where you are? Do you know where you are, stranger? I don't think you do. But you're gonna find out. We all gonna find out. But anyway, going back to being emotionally balanced, and then you'll see these people, in fact, they do express themselves. And then you also understand there's no specific ways to express yourself. You express it however is convenient to you. Some people say niggas, other people don't say niggas. Me, shit. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I give a whole lot of fuck at the same time. So being emotionally balanced really has to do with you understanding your own emotions, being in touch with your emotions. Understand when you feel a certain way, the message that's why sometimes it would tell you, you know, uh, 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 how do you feel? What does that make you feel like? Do you see what I'm saying? If you go see a shrink, that whole process or aspect is to help you to have a better understanding of your own feelings. And being emotionally balanced, that's the whole thing. That's the gist of it. So it's to understand what your emotions are and the messages that is being relayed in those emotions. And now once you have that understanding, to have the ability now to transmute, meaning to change it. You dancing with it. You making it make sense. You're you just got to put logic into it. In other words, this is you realigning the emotion or the message that's being relayed. You making it make sense to you in a way that's beneficial to your growth. So to be emotionally, that's what I help you with. And pretty much that's what this shit is all about. And now having that emotions in alignment, then now, it helps you to have your mental clarity is gonna go on a whole different level now. But anyway, now when I'm talking about helping you to become mentally balanced, what the fuck? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So now, when I'm also talking about being mentally balanced, it's pretty much the baseline understanding. You have to understand how your mind works. I mean, that is your business, isn't it? Your mind, motherfucker. Like, whose mind is it? You know what I'm saying? So that's where being a little more conscious is important. And you understanding that is making you more conscious of you. That's why this whole purpose of this knowledge is for you to wake up. My purpose is to help you now through the lens, through the mirror of wisdom, for you to see you. Just showing you the door or giving you the sight. That's how we're doing miracles over here. You understand? We're giving sights to the blinds, a better perspective, a better way of looking at life, to no longer be lost, to know, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight too, that spirituality is it's a practical matter. But that entails you understanding the truth, which is you. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, man. This is gonna be a good one. Yo, man, this is for the full moon. You know what I'm saying? We wolfing out here. We wolfing out here. They didn't know. Scotty. Scotty didn't know. This is the extraordinary league, man. You know, this is royalty. That's what it looks like. That's what it be like. So now you have to understand how your minds work, but also have to understand, let's just say, how your mind is being conditioned. The impact of the external, with you and you with the external, you have to understand how is that coincide? How is it coming together? School is conditioning you to think a certain way. You have to understand that. Your culture is conditioning you to think a certain way. Your language already is you thinking at a certain level. That's why when you get to speak different languages, then you'll understand. I know for me, then I understood for me, language is a state of mind. and it goes with culture. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about the accent. Well, I mean the accent is gonna be there because every region is gonna sound differently. Like if you're talking about accent, yo, just in the state alone, you know what I'm saying? You go to Tennessee, up north, down south, like this is, I mean, an island niggas, nigga like me, like it's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's not it, but it's the mentality. Like even when you're talking about people from the south, the accent comes with a mentality. I mean, the accent doesn't give you a mentality, but but it's reflecting. Like there's a certain way these motherfuckers think. So your culture, your environment, is conditioning your mind. You have to understand that. That's why us to for us to expand your intellect, you got to go beyond what you are being conditioned to or by. That's why for me, as a Haitian nigga, I had to learn how to be Haitian without being Haitian. And for you, whatever the fuck, if you're American, how to be American without being American. What that means is, shit, we all were born somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what you do with yourself, though, in terms of your character, the person that you are, I mean, because ultimately that's what it comes down to if you really want to be real. So you're going to have to go beyond that for you to thrive as a human being. So that's why it's important for you to understand, to become mentally balanced. Otherwise, you're just being conditioned. You just articulating. You sound good. You know, I mean, I'm not sure how much better sounding good and not being good. I mean, it's you're still not good. Like that's why that's what I always ask people. Like, do you want to sound smart or do you want to be smart? And most people who became smart, they don't give a fuck about how they sound, and their intelligence it's gonna reveal in whatever the fuck they talking about any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a work of art. Do you see what I'm saying? When you embrace it, you become that. Well, shit. I'm saying I hold my dick as my fucking. You know what I'm saying? I'm shit. I'm Picasso out here. You know what I'm saying? With my dick, nigga. That's my one. That's my paint. Like that's what I'm using to brush everything. Do you see what I'm saying? In fact, that's what the one is. Which one do you think is more powerful? Me, I just hold on to my dick. All right, I'm wild. I'm wild. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm wild. Hey, happy Saturday, man. It's definitely a great pleasure, guys. Relax. Hmm. So, I'm wilding. I mean, being intellectually or to be mentally balanced. I mean, that's what it entails. Understanding the political bullshit, understanding the environment that you are in. And obviously there's a whole bunch of bullshit going on. And the more you become conscious, and the whole aspect of becoming conscious is to acknowledge all of these things. And again, not to jump ahead of myself here, and I'll get to show you why spirituality is a practical matter. When Jesus told these other niggas, you can't even see what's in front of you, and that is true because you don't see beyond the veil. How do you see what's in front of you? You understand what I'm saying? These are practical matters. But at the same time, not to have a bondage or not to create a bondage for material bullshit. Because at the end of the day, it's almost like the freedom you should be fighting for is for you to save yourself. It's the ultimate freedom. If you're fighting, let's just say, for black people, we shall overcome. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad fight. All I'm saying though, it's equal to, let's just say, someone who's I mean it's not the ultimate sacrifice. So therefore that would be comparative to, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, like you're just seeking money in life. It's tomatoes, tomatoes, man. Because ultimately, man, this is where you gotta see beyond the veil. And that's why us people who are truly about the work, who understand who we are, that's why we don't get into political bullshit. Not because we're not concerned. In fact, we are even more concerned than these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers are fake niggas. And that's why I'm trying to help you to see who the fuck they are. It's all fake. That's why this shit is all fake any fucking way. What has any president have ever done for you if you're not helping yourself? Or anybody for that matter. Fuck a president. Anybody if it ain't you. And if you're not true to that, you don't know you. Even on even on the gross level, if you take a shit, who has to wipe your ass? You, right? Even brushing your teeth, taking a shower, who got to do that for you? I'm pretty sure it's not me. So you are responsible for you. Now, the more you know about you, then now you realize for you to thrive, you need more than taking a shower, brushing your teeth, eating healthy, which is good, but you also have to nurture your mind. That's what the whole Jesus shit talking about, any man of God, then, you know what I'm saying? I can't recall how the fuck did it say that shit? Men lives more than, but for all word of God, you know that shit better than me. I'm giving you the proper translations. I'm helping you. I'm giving a life. I'm breathing life into stones for you to see, for you to have the proper understanding. And to be honest with you too, man, that's why I love the whole, you know, esoteric language too. I mean, it's a fucking art. It's poetry to me. It speaks a certain way. Like it's. I love the fact that they call it even, you know, like we call it mystère, mystery. Oh, I love it. When you get to be with it and see it for what it is and understand that shit, you are a mystery, motherfucker. How can you not love it? It's impossible not to love when you know it. Take it easy on yourself. When you get there, you gotta love it. It is love in itself. And that's why this journey is rewarding. The reward, I mean, doing it alone. Like, that's why for me, I always tell, first of all, it is a motherfucking honor for me to talk to you, man. And I'm talking about this shit here. I'm talking about the ultimate shit ever. I mean, it's gotta make me feel a certain way. I gotta take credit just to talk about that. let me get my moment. Let me get mines, niggas. Let me get mines. I love it. It's a fucking honor, man. It's rewarding in it motherfucking self. How the fuck not? And here's the crazy shit about this type of fucking knowledge too. It's like I'm nurturing myself as I'm even talking about it. Do you see how fucking rewarding this shit is? To speak of spirit and at the same time, oh man. Listen, man, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's why for me, I'm always good. I gotta be truthful to that. Come on, man. I mean, is there? You let me know. Is there anything else? Or for me so far, I mean that shit's way better than pussy. Man. I don't see nothing like nigga. Really, pussy? No disrespect, ladies. I'm just saying. What amount of money would be able to make me feel this way? Shit. I mean, you know, we've been broke for a long time though, but not no more though. I mean, shit. Come on, man. It has to stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at one point, you know what I mean? Something's got to happen. I mean, I've been broke for a long time, nigga. Woo! A very long time. Not for too long, though. Come on, baby. You know what I'm saying? I put the work in. Why the fuck not? It's my shit. Is it not? You know what I'm saying? Who am I fighting here? You know what I'm saying? Who am I kidding? Who am I, you know what I'm saying, trying to forge signature to do anything? It's my shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it mine. Now you trying to take my shit? Ah, that's foul. So disrespectful. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It can't go down like that. Doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how do you have power of attorney over me? Shit, when I can help you to get your life. I mean, I could help you save your soul. This is what you're calling crazy? I mean, how crazy do you gotta be? And on top of it, thinking this is gonna fly. Listen, man, the truth is the truth, man. You can't listen, man. You cannot. You can even. Even if you hide your hands, you can never throw rock at the sun. I mean, you can. Go ahead. You let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? This is for the full moon, baby. Oh, listen, man. Oh, I've been working for y'all. Yeah. Well, you already know, man. Well, you don't see me, man. Trust me, man. We working for you. Don't worry, man. I got you. Oh, you think you got me? Okay. Hey, I'm here, you there. We'll see. Listen, man. We'll see, man. So I can say, I can't say I got it. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Oh, I know. I see what you don't see. That's what makes me a seer, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see in the darkness. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, I had that military, you know what I'm saying, goggle on. You know what I'm saying? I'm built for war. They didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? These are the moment I do better. This is listen. I love smoke. That's what you didn't know. And by the way, we're gonna be talking about that tonight too. You know what I'm saying? The misconception. People don't understand spirituality is a practical matter. But let me slow it down because I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. So pretty much, now that we have concluded, at least on my end, if you didn't, put it together, come on now, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. You can always rewind it. So to attain your highest level of consciousness, obviously to have the biggest clarity, or what I'm saying, that entails you knowing you, and part of you is your environment, because we all, like, everything you interact with, it becomes part of you. That's why everything matters. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to hold on to your fox. Everything matters. You know what I'm saying? I told him I really give a whole lot of fucks. That's why I don't give up none of my fucks. If you understand what I'm saying. That's why I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yo, that's my fucks, dog. Get your own fuck, motherfucker. You ain't get none of my fucks, nigga. Anyway, fast forward, right? So pretty much, that's what that is, right? So that's what you're gonna get here. This is your first time. That's what I do, and then we'll the next thing that I always do. And before I do so, let me salute. You know what I'm saying? The people that are coming back. You already know this is for you. Come on, man. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I mean, it's for me too, because I also eat from it. This is how I keep myself going too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, it's the reward. Listen, that's why I need God. How can I not have God in my life? You know what I'm saying? How can I not feed that side of me? You know what I'm saying? It makes my heart beat. You know what I'm saying? Listen, like, oh man, my toes are rigged. Listen, my dick is hard. I'm alive. Do you see what I'm saying? And even in talking about it, I'm still feeding off of it. That's my treasure. I found myself, baby. I'm good. yo, don't worry about me. like my man, like Mystical said, if you see me fighting with a bear, don't worry about me. Worry about the bear. If you hear anybody trying to do anything, we good. You know what I'm saying? I told him that a couple years back. Because when I started tapping into certain energy, and then I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Oh no. They fucking with the God. I told him to be careful. Hey, and by the way, too, man, this is for any and everybody, man. I'm down with the smoke. It's that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so passionate in it with all kind of smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas got it fucked up, man. They didn't know, like, we old goo over here, man. you know what I'm saying? They thought you know, Candyland. You thought this was Candyland? Now it's sour over here, dog. It's very bitter, man. You know, that's why we talk about justice. That's what makes us balanced. If we would be unbalanced if we're just meek. I mean, what's the wisdom? But anyway, we're gonna be talking about the practicality. But I just got a little bit ahead of myself here. You motherfuckers, welcome back. You know what we do here. We're breaking our bread. This is where we get to share our wine. Pass it around, baby. Well, make sure you get yours though. Don't hold on to it. Get yours, but pass it around. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is our Holy Communion. This is where we get to praise the Lord together and elevate. Come on, man. Welcome back, motherfucker. I do it for you. And and you know, before I even delve into the next part, that's why I need to take the time and honor all of my ancestors. You know, my guardian angels, the motherfuckers that are around me, my ancestors. Cause you know I roll deep, man. You know, I'm never by myself, nigga, but I'm always by myself. You hear me? Oh man, it's a cold world, man. You can't be rolling by yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you gotta know how to get there for you to get there, though. You can't just go there just if you don't know. I mean, you may not know, but you gotta have an address. That's why you use the GPS. So you gotta know how to get there for you to get there. Although you may not even know how to get there. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. You know, this is the wisdom. This is the reality you need to embrace about you. This is who you are. This is the mystery. The all and nothing. The Alpha and the Omega. The one who understands and the one who do not understand. The myth, the mystery, the smart and the stupid, the teacher and the student. This is who you are. And this is who I am. And again, this is the mirror. It speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Now you subscribe to that. That's what you need to subscribe to. But anyway, welcome back, motherfuckers. And again, I always put on for you guys. It's always a show. You know what I'm saying? I always lose it a little bit, but this is all part of it. This is the beauty of it. But anyway, now as part of my routine, I always take a time. I mean, shit. I mean, since you know I guess I might as well talk about it. I mean, spirituality, well, as part of my routine, guys. All right. So I was just in my own world, right? Because I always use, okay. So spirituality, as part of my routine, I always take the time to let people know and allow people to understand how practical it is. You see what I'm saying? So, so by me talking about spirituality being a practical matter, I mean, I don't know if the introduction is even necessary, or I mean, it's all part of it anyway. I guess that's what I'm saying, or to was trying to say. And I'm trying. I'm giving you a flash of what's going on in my mind. Now get the fuck out of my mind. So now, why the fuck not? Let's just go through it. So when we talk about spirituality, right? For the most part, we always let people know the shorter answer to that is you, because ultimately, regardless of what you say, let's just say about different religion, different part of the world, those mixed mystery text or sacred text, the fucking Egyptians or the Persians, whoever the Chinese, whatever, voodoo, ultimately, all of these things they are talking about you, meaning, or if that was a little too fast for you, all right, let me put my brake. Let's slow it down. I mean, at times, listen, yeah, you're gonna have to get it raw, but let's just feed you. You know what I'm saying? Let's do the fucking airplane thing. Some of us gotta be fed through tubes. We ain't judging. I know what I came here to do. I am the medicine man. I got you. Now, these different, let's just say, religions, if that's what you want to call it for now, for lack of better terms, or the different corner of the world, how people look at God or look at their lives, then you realize, everybody's talking about God. Your God may be different than my God, but ultimately, we're all talking of God. Well, that alone should say, I mean, like I'm trying to get you to be alert. Like, okay, so we all talking of God. Our definition of God is different, but yet again, as you delve a little more into it, then you realize however you look at your God, or whatever your God says, that's how you behave, or the way you behave also reveal it's vice versa how your God's who your God is. You see what I'm saying? Like the God of, let's just say, of Buddha, didn't tell them that everything that they're talking about is the truth. I mean, they say it's the truth, but like there's nowhere that says, they should try to convert other people to believe the way that they believe. In fact, part of their belief is to accept everybody. So that's why you see the Buddhist will act that way because that's what Buddha, in so many words, I don't want to say represent because it's all about waking your ass up. But for lack of better terms, just to make the connection, all I'm trying to tell you here is that their God, which is Buddha, if that's what you want to call it, or their Jesus, Buddha didn't claim to be a God, but the way that they believe, the people that they're following, you see, they are acting like that guy too. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. So when we're talking about spirituality, spirituality is revealing all of that shit. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a fucking Muslim, the Muslim is going to act like their God asked them to act. That's why peep games now. Your colonizers, they understood that. That's why the Pope, whatever the fuck, represents that, and then the armies behind them. It's the same shit that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's being, hey, they reinvented themselves. But again, I'm not saying this to go against anybody. This is for you to see beyond the veil. Because that's the very thing that you're living in. This is your current reality. But anyway, hey, we ain't looking. I mean, that kind of smoke, I don't want that. I mean, because it's not meaningful. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make my heart beat. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I'm saying, you have people that came here to do that. More power to you. Listen, love is love. We are all freedom fighters. We fight for different reasons. I fight for this. That's what I'm a fighter for. My true self. Who I truly am. Seeing beyond the veil, man. Like, to the max. Attaining your highest level of consciousness. That's what the fuck it is. Your highest level, becoming the Christ. Be Christ-like. In fact, in my most recent recording, I think I talked about faith without deeds is dead. And what I was referring there is, faith in you. Because God is also in you. Those qualities of God, like, I mean, if you were created in God's image, well, that's why you're reflecting these things. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Going back to spirituality, I mean, spirituality is you. All of those different religions is different. It's fragment of, different understanding of who we are. And also, I got you to sort of like got to see, how powerful God is. Again, this is a practical matter. God plays a big part in your life. Even it don't matter if you believe in Him or not. That's what makes Him even more powerful. It don't matter because there's no God without you anyway. Because whenever each one of us is talking about God, you simply talking about your experience. How you feel about God and how a motherfucker feel about Allah. If you take your feelings away and then you listen to it, you get to see, all right, they talking about their higher selves. That experience make them feel a certain way. Your God experience is your personal fucking experience. In other words, it is your fucking personal experience, not mine. If you believe in Christ, congratulations. If I believe in Allah, la la la, whatever the fuck, well, guess what? So that's why even to fight was Jesus, Yahshua, shit. All right, and then what else? Okay, after they use that. Okay, all right. So all right, what else, dog? How is that benefiting you into your life? And spirituality is a practical matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to see it in different angles to understand how, let's just say, that figurative language or knowledge is playing out into your life. Let's just say, when you say, if I'm saying I am a lovable person, it's a figurative thing because I don't love everything that I come around or that comes near me. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, am I, for lack of better terms, right? Am I gonna love a lion that's gonna kill me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't hate them. All I'm trying to say is our mental plays a big part in our reality. Although it doesn't mean that it is, how can I say it? Like being a lovable person for me, or when you love yourself, it doesn't mean like, or because I'm forgiving. I'll give you a perfect example. I'm about love. That doesn't mean if somebody do me wrong, I'm gonna let you back into my life. It doesn't make sense. That would be stupidity. A lot of people, again, spirituality is practical matter. Spirituality do not make you stupid. You know? It makes you smarter. It doesn't work that way unless if you don't understand what is being said. This is where if you don't understand the life or the esoteric meaning in those letters, then you haven't found who, you don't know who you are. You haven't been animated by the spirit that would allow you to breathe life into that. But it's okay. I'm gonna help you to get yourself animated by it too. That's what it means to become Christ-like. In my last recording, I was telling you motherfuckers, right? The realm that we're living in, a man cannot achieve something that he does not believe in. If you understand that part, that tells you about your reality. Right there. That tells you about who you are. That's why knowing who you are is going to set you free. Free from the illusion. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the illusion in itself because the illusion, it represents the world that we're living in. And what I was saying too in my last recording, all right, let me just connect the dots for you guys, right? Real quick. What I'm truly trying to tell you is it's like although we talk about this world being a fucking illusion, what we were truly talking about here, it's not. It doesn't make it a bad or like a world that is bad. What it means is simply is that you gotta know who you are when you are here. That's why you could call it the land of the lost. You could call it the underworld. That's why Satan was over here. And if you understand or decode movies, then when they talk about Satan, Seth, Satan, they talking about a physical manifestation, and that's the world that you're living in here. But the thing is it makes it gross, not in a bad way. A lot of people like to say that. I get it, but they truly think because what they're saying is by it's a dense. The physical world is dense. It's gross. The material, like it's low vibrational. That's why for you to wake your ass up as you descended, meaning you get yourself a body. You came on this earth. That's why you are a spirit having a human experience. In this body, it dents, it slows your vibration down. That's why now, as you growing or you becoming being born again, or you got to know or see yourself as more than just that physical shit because it's dense, then you get to see beyond the veil to know who you are, and then that's how you are in so many words like attaining your highest level of consciousness. That's why us the wise ones, we understand, we don't blame the illusion. We're not saying it's Satan, but we understand what they mean. This is why Satan was sent down here in so many words, and if you got to come to this world, you got to see him. That's what they showing you in those Batman. Check out the Christopher Nolan shit in so many words. In Inception, Seth, whoever the fuck coming to Earth, you gotta see him. He was the one that says, if you keep your promise, I'm gonna get you to Earth because there was going to Mount. It was Earth. But anyway, there's a whole lot of shit going on with that movie too. It's a pretty good one too. Another one by Christopher Nolan. This motherfucker's good. This white boy's good. Anyway, and for me personally, I believe he's best work of art is still and remain the fucking Prestige. But the other ones, yeah, I mean it's more graphic. It's more, you know what I'm saying? He trying to spin your mind away, like spin your mind in certain. And nigga, please. Hey, white boy, slow down. It's some nigga shit. We see you, nigga. All that 10 shit, which is good too. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, so we were talking about the practicality, like spirituality is practical matter, and of course we're talking about spirituality too at the same time. I mean, shit, that's how practical it is. You know what I'm saying? Showing you how your beliefs, let's just say your colonizers, that's what they use, God, to colonize you, to change you, to make you speak a different language, and all of that shit. It's all about a state of mind. That's why, when you speak English, there's a mentality that it comes with. That's why niggas that speak English, that's why I always tell people you gotta understand a language. Like for us niggas, we speak in slangs. And when you understand what slangs are, I mean, every nigga speak that way. Jamaicans, I don't give a fuck. African Jamaicans, like we speak that way because our we see the world from a different perspective. What you see in hip hop, how we reflect the world, that's us niggas being on our nigga shit, and we do it in all fucking languages in all different ways. That's why when you see it in hip hop, is in Africa, it's all the same bullshit. The Egyptians were fucking hip hoppers, nigga. If you know about the Egyptian Book of the Dead, this nigga wrote the whole shit in poetry. The I Ching too. Do yourself a favor, but this one's heavy though. Dope. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, like you know, that's how I meditate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's that way. This, you know what I'm saying? And these niggas, they understand too. Even when you go to the temple of God, and that's why all of these motherfuckers that are meditating in the temple. Because when you go to church, you go to see God, and they know God is with them. When they all get together, the energy, nigga, these niggas are doing a whole lot of voodoo, nigga. If you understand. Them boys good, you heard? You know, all you're dealing with is yourself, energy, the mystery of you. And let me tell you, there's a whole lot about you. That's why your job is to wake your ass up. That's the ultimate thing about you. There's nothing else that can replace this. And of course, with this too, yeah, get money, whatever the fuck. But but you know, there's nothing greater than that. That's why a rich man believe in God and a poor man believe in God too. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And that's why, as a rich man, you know what I'm saying, you got to go through as a man of God. You know what I'm saying? And that's why both men, they're all rich, man. Your happiness is fucking within. If you're not conscious, you have a whole lot of money, it means nothing. If you're not conscious and then you poor, shit. I'm not even gonna say anything about that one. You double fuck. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I'm trying to get you to see what I'm trying, emphasize with certain shit. But that's why it doesn't matter. So if what you're fighting for, again, like I was just saying, it's not the ultimate fight. I mean, okay. Listen, man, we ain't judging, man. I got compassion for you. You know what I'm saying? My brother. Or okay, if it's not that, what is it? Okay, this, what is it? My brothers. Again, this is not even me making fun of none of that. It's just me knowing who I am. Yeah, you can fight with that if you want. But anyway, let's delve into it, right? So now, in so many words, guys, when we're talking about spirituality, is your regular life. So we're talking about all the different aspect facades that you get to see throughout the world, but I'm trying to get you to see the bigger picture, the understanding in that. And how, even in spirituality, when we talk about you act like your God or you are a reflection of your God, and that's exactly what it is. You see, the Christians, when they trying to convert you, that's what their Bible says. Go out there and change people's mind. That guess what they do? They go out there to do that, and guess what? They use the Bible because the Bible tells them this is what you need to use. This is your, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's uh, 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 their gun, I guess. And that's what it says in the Bible, and that's what it tells you, and that's how they act like. If I become 7 Day Adventist right now, my Saturday, this Saturday that I'm talking to you now, you know, no, 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 this is Sabbath, baby. It would have a whole different reality. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker who do not believe in Sabbath, like tonight, it's jumping night. You feel me? Different realities because of the spirit that I am animated by, or my interpretation of what God is. That's why even when you being, let's just say you don't believe in God, it doesn't matter. What do you believe in? What inspired you? And if it's just your understanding, well, you need more understanding because what God is truly doing is elevating you. It's a deeper side of you. That's why for us, when we talk about, let's just say, the law of manifestation, who the fuck is doing it? Is you. Now, what you're truly learning is not, you don't have a manifestation problem. You have an alignment problem. You have an old bottle of wine. You're trying to pour new wine in it. That's nasty. It doesn't work. In other words, you have not become the Christ. Yet you're looking for to be Christ-like. If the man don't believe it, he doesn't achieve it. This is your reality. This is how you function. So for me, you know, through God, through me wanting to have a better understanding of me, but also, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to that higher side of me. That's why for me, I had successfully reconciled the higher self with the lower self. It's by adopting that Christ consciousness that now allows you to elevate, to transform. Just like in my last recording, I was talking about every actor, they understand that. They understand, let's just say, when Jamie Foxx did Ray, he had to act like Ray. He had to think like him. That's why for you, you need the Spirit of God to act and activate yourself to be like God. That's what Jesus was doing, trying to get you to be activated, or in other words, to adapt a Christ like mentality. That's where the instructions from the esoteric knowledge, that's what it's coming from. And that's what they call esoteric knowledge. That's what the occult, the secret text, Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that's another side of spirituality. I call it you dealing with the manuals, with the instructions. Our ancestors who have successfully, saved themselves and they left it for you. This is the ultimate sacrifice day. You know what I'm saying? Each one we teach you. That's how Jesus gave his life for you. But regardless of what he did, it's when you're ready. And here's something else too. Your perception of perfection has to change because you guys are thinking in fictional ways. You live in a fictional life instead of the reality. Why? Because you're not conscious. You don't see beyond the veil. Fictional life means you lost. You're living in your mind, not in this true reality. Because you don't know who you are. When we think of perfection in ways that it means you never fail or you don't fall, that is not the reality that you're living in. And this is not about no motivational shit. The reality, the life that you're living in, the world that you're living in, the more mistake you make, the better you get. So perfection cannot even be think. I mean, you can't even thought about it in those terms if you even in touch with fucking reality. If you know who you are. Or even yet, if you understand the reality that you're living in. As a kid, as a baby, now you're able to walk because you fell. So your true reality, like for me, when I was learning how to play the guitar, that's my shit. As you're learning how to play the guitar, nigga, that's it's practice. Just like anything else. Anything you choose to learn here takes practice. Even if you're gifted in it. And the practice means pretty much you getting better. So your perfection, in other words, in this world, is through your imperfection. And it's not even me saying that, it's not even, how people try to sound like. I mean, when it's bullshit, I mean, even that is bullshit too. But it's okay, I mean, I guess, to help you to understand it. But it's really bullshit. Not through your fucking imperfection. Because imperfection, you, for you to become perfect, as God is perfect, it means you become whole. That's why perfection cannot be defined as you being flawless. Because anybody who got better or who is a fucking star, they had to learn. And those learning period, you know what that means? It wasn't correct. It wasn't perfect, flawless. So when you're afraid of making a mistake, you a dumb motherfucker. You don't understand yourself. That's why we say the wise ones we understood and we understand. In life, you learn. I mean, you never lost. You win or you learn. So when you get to see things in those perspectives, then what you're doing is you're activating a God perspective in you. Because that's how God sees this reality. Because to God, this is perfect. And God's perfection is wholeness or holiness, whatever the fuck. Nigga, this not my first, man, that's not my primary angle. You're gonna have to bear with me, motherfucker. You got it? Well, nigga, you good. Good for you. Because I know what I'm saying. So now it comes down to you. So make it work, nigga. Work at it. If you care. If not, well, shit. You know what I mean? Or I'll tell you what. Let me say it again for you. I'm saying all of this to say, and I said a whole lot of bullshit. I mean, anyway, listen, it's on the house. Free games, baby. We're giving sights to the blinds for those who needs it. And if you able to see, listen, you tell them what you see. If you can see, if this gave you the sight, tell them what you see. You see yourself, you see me. We see each other. Come get your medicine, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the right dosage for you too, man. I got you right. You can never throw rock at the sun, man. Yeah, this is who you have power over what? In what world? What gave you that type of fucking authority? Who gave it to you? That's why this shit's being like, as it is within, as it is above, so it is below. You don't even have that over you. You know, what makes you think you can control somebody else? That's why a lot of you are delusional because you're projecting you on other people because you don't control you. So now you think the way other people are is the way you are. Instead of looking at people for who they are. Delusional. Yeah, I mean, crazy. Can you imagine me arguing with stupid motherfuckers? So again, spirituality being a practical matter. Now let's look at practicality from that perspective too. Let's look at it from an elevated perspective. I understand. That's like me. My son is 6 years old, and I'm talking to him about calculus. And then now, if he doesn't understand calculus, then I'm mad. I mean, I would be crazy just to even bring that conversation to him. Now, think about me being mad because he didn't get calculus. Yeah. It's whoa. Now that's whoa. Like, whoa. That's what whoa is. Whoa. Like that that's what stupid motherfuckers do. You know, that's how delusional they are. And that's what Jesus was telling you. Nigga, you can't even see what's in front of you. Power of attorney over who? Your lies are not even lies. I mean, your lies your lies are so lies they told on themselves. nigga's serious. Let me take five for a minute. This is time for me to address some niggas. Yeah, this is the practicality in spirituality. This is how practical spirituality is. Because seeing beyond this world allow you to see what's in front of you. Oh, best and believe, nigga. Isn't it to know who someone is? You got to know their character. Well, their character is not what they look like. So if their character is not what they look like, so you have to look beyond the veil. That's why you have to tap into somebody's energy. Like the whole, like what they're saying about the mystery, nigga. This is natural if you know you. But if you don't know you, I mean, you think you sound good. You're articulating. But you really like shoot shit the fuck up. Well, if you know. So, and again, that's why I always tell people too, if you don't see how practical or even how spirituality is around you, like, I don't know what to say, bro. I mean, shit. I love you, though. I'm here for you. That's why I'm talking about this, too. Really, for those, all right, I lied. Fuck you. I lied. I lied. So really, the ones that I'm talking to is the one that, somehow start to realize that. Because that's the only way this is going to resonate with you. Again, it's a mirror. And if you don't see anything at all, nigga, shit, I mean, do you blame the mirror? Can Stevie Wonder be like, fuck the mirror? Stevie, nigga. Mirror didn't do anything to you, dog. If you don't see, I mean. You just don't see. I'm like, hey. You know what I'm saying? So, in spirituality, we understand. That's why we say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So, that figurative understanding allows me now to master this reality. And that's also the practicality in it. And that's why your spirituality, you have to materialize it. Well, you are materializing it anyway. What we're trying to get you to do is to adapt a Christ-like mentality. That's truly what it is. That's truly what it comes down to. And when you do, that's when you activate the God in you. And that's why Jesus died for you. To activate the God in you. Not because you're a sinner. No. That's what you're looking at. Please do yourself a favor. Look at it sideways. You know what I'm saying? Look at that perspective from a sideways. Look at it from the correct perspective. For you to activate yourself. Our ancestors, and including myself, is doing this for you. It's been done already. Now you got to wake up to it. The truth always, you need to see it for you. It's not a fucking articulation type of shit. But for you to see it for you, you need now to become practical, meaning you have to see God, and I talk about this too. Like Jamie Foxx for fucking Monique. Baby, come back. I hope you find another role, girl. You're gonna be alright, baby. On some nigga shit. Anyway, um, for Imprecious, she became that character, bro. And my nigga Denzel. In Training Day. I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, and I did say that too in that recording. I mean, shit. That's definitely how I felt at that time. I'm like, what I'm saying. I was a little bit, like resist. I mean, I was resisting a little. I'm like, and then I had to analyze what was that resistance about, right? So I'm saying to myself, okay, why am I resisting? I mean, this dude is a great actor. You know what I'm saying? But you know the typical shit for nigga shit. And then I'm like, but yo, when I went back and watched that shit again, yo, D, you a nigga, dog. Nigga, the same nigga that I am. That's like, can you imagine a nigga put me in a movie and act like a fucking Haitian nigga? Shit, everything I do is Haitian. My accent Haitian already. And then you go put me in a movie and act like a Haitian nigga? Shit. Yo, D. My nigga. Yo, D, my nigga. You did that, dog. Hey, listen, man. Ain't no shame in nobody's game, nigga. That's why me, shit, I'm a nigga like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit. My spirituality made me a better nigga. Or nigga. I don't give a fuck. Whichever one you choose to call me. It ain't taking out not an iota out of me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all of that to say, I just don't want to confuse you. I'm wilding for a second. Relax, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Drink your shit. And again, and this is the whole purpose too. And I've always wanted to people to see spirituality from these lens. Because what I'm truly talking about here is the wisdom in it. The treasure. Don't get lost in the bullshit. Come on, man. You look better than that, baby. Look at yourself. Look at you. Good looking. You're beautiful. But you gotta see it for you. But for you to see it for you, that entails you would have to also embrace you. By you embracing you, it allows you now to pursue you, to investigate, to go on that journey. So that's why this conversation, I mean, first of all, you just got to be with you first. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it, for the livings. And me saying fuck you to niggas who don't see it too. I mean, shit. I mean, you already fucked yourself. I mean, I'm just reflecting it too. Even me saying fuck you to you is not even me saying fuck you to you. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, if you get it, man, God bless you. If you don't, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You ain't do anything wrong at all. You know, it's okay, man. Where you at with it is where you at. It's where you at with it. But all I can wish for you though, get higher, baby. Don't stop. Don't you ever stop. But listen, man. Like, yeah. So when you realize, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. I'm not gonna go there yet. But going back to us talking about us being a practical matter, right? Then you understand how you think. Me being a lovable person, for instance, right, allows me. I mean, first of all, it doesn't mean that I love everything, right? Obviously, right? I mean, it doesn't mean that I hate anything too. Like, but it only what it means, how it's being translated into this world, is that what I realize that doesn't work for me, that's when I create the boundaries. But also, when you understand when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You know, it helps me in ways. I'm trying to show you how practical it is, right? Like, not casting your pearls before swine. How do you argue with somebody who do not understand what you're saying? Or that do not, better yet, the person that don't even understand you. They claim they understand you. Well, okay, well tell me about me, nigga. Not just that. Everything they're saying about me, I always act the opposite. Do you see how delusional? Yo, this niggas. It's like this is the funniest shit ever, and and this is where I get to thank them too, because they really got to teach me. They taught me what delusional is. Because it's like I'm standing here and these niggas are looking at me. They telling me me. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it. Some of it could be part of me too, but it's not me. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever the fuck they are doing, abusing, thinking no. Mm-mm. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's like think about it this way, right? How many jobs have you had in your life? Has any of those jobs defined who you were? Nigga, I've done Uber. I've done what was the other one? Uber Eats, whatever the fuck. Brother got to do what they got to do at times, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but none of that describe me though. You know what I'm saying? It was yo. I needed some extra money. I do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? At that time, maybe I thought that was the best way to do whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all had to pay our dues. Man. Those days are over, though. Hey, it's over. I paid my dues. Yo, I've been on both sides of the fence, man. You hear me? You see, that's why for me, man, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It speaks for itself. It speaks for itself, man. You know, none of it defines you. But at the same time, there could be somebody's that part defines them too. Do you see what I'm saying? But you gotta understand. Like for me, I did the college thing. The accountant, I went to school to become, shit niggas, an accountant. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't define me neither. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That didn't define me neither. What defines me though? Because the true story is, man. Listen, yo, listen, man. This is for the books. You know what I'm saying? This is me as a kid knowing I'm gonna give him something they never seen before. And this is what this is. I mean, all along, this is all greatness. This story here is greatness. It's the mystery in itself. It's beautiful. And that's what I'm here giving you. You're welcome. I hope it helps you to elevate yourself. To know nothing is fucking impossible. Follow your heart. Yo, have I not followed my heart? I mean, there's a couple things I'm not ready to talk about yet, but if you know, you know. I wouldn't be here, bro. Stepping into the unknown. And as you, the book of Eli, come on, man. I've been walking like that. I told him, man. You know what I'm saying? I move like the blind man reading the scripture. And this is why I gotta love the occult too. Because that whole, listen, the ambiance, oh, come on. And trust me, you haven't seen me. I mean, the academic, that esoteric shit. I love to talk about it too, but when I'm here, I want you to get it. So I'm gonna mix it up for you though. But when I be in my shit, oh, it's all that. It's that way. But anyway, get out of my fucking mind. But I also invited you. I, listen, it's on the house, baby. That's the sight that I'm giving you. That's the intel I'm giving you that you need to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go inside, nigga. You can't come in here, though. Oh, the boundaries, Lincoln, listen. But go inside for you, though. It's not about me. I've done mine. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you tell me what you see. You tell me what you see. Whatever you see, I'll go with it. Well, all I'm asking is, if you judging me, please judge me right. I mean, that's the least you owe it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk shit about me, shit, talk the right shit. Like my man Loaded Luck said, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me nice. And that doesn't mean in a way that's gonna please me. All that's just saying is, oh shit, if you're lying, like, damn. How is that even doing anything for you? If anything, it's making you look bad. Like, shit, like, you guys are just losers. Like, on all fucking levels. It's like, wow. Like, when I'm learning about, I'm tapping into it. It's like, wow. Y'all just don't want to win. And now you help me to understand too what a loser is. The loser's a motherfucker who just don't want to win, bro. And I talk to you guys too. Check out. It's just, you know what I'm saying. Check out the other videos that I talk about, even about the haters, the energy vampires. They would rather follow. Like, you know how crazy that is? You know what I'm saying? Not to know who you are, man. Like, that's. But guess what? If I were to tell you a little bit about my background, right? Because that's what happened to me, to be honest, right? So I was actually raised in a family that was in mine, and what they did was, they had to kill my identity, literally. They gave me a fictitious name. Another last name, the guy that was my father was not even my father. So I was already dead. And this, I want you to understand this. Because we're talking about the practicality of spirituality. Hold on to it. Like, I'm trying to let you know I am what I'm talking about. So, me not knowing that identity, I mean, of course, I mean, shit, nigga. If you don't know who your mom and dad is, and they lie to you, condition you to lose. Like, they walk me to sleep. I mean, they got me sleeping. I was sleeping. I was asleep. According to them. I had to add that in there. Because when I hit the ground, oh, I wanted to know the real me, though. Because the real me, that's why, that's how the whole, that's how I'm manifesting this. They don't even understand what's going on. The manifestation takes place because I found the real me. The practicality of spirituality, man. It doesn't matter if I didn't know who my real mom was. It didn't matter if I didn't know who my real dad was. But it really matters. And this is what my true work is for you, my friend. Whoever is listening to this, whoever needs to hear this, none of that defines you. In fact, you tell me what you see. Well, shit. My life has been sabotaged, bro. If you see the movie, was it the Truman Show? Everybody around me, they kept me in ignorance. But I had the absolute truth. They did me like they did Joseph. But you know it's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta listen, man. I don't know what your cross is. I'm telling you mine. You know what I'm saying? That's the hand I was naked. I'll make that shit look good, you hear me? They can't tell me nothing. Oh, you already know, man. They gave me names. You know what I'm saying? Ah, come on. And then and then come on, man. The abuse. So when you understand again the Jesus story, that's what that is. I want you to understand the whole political aspect, and it's like the law. It's like, yo, they call the law on me. Do you understand? They went and see. They went to see pilots, man. Was it Pilat? I can't recall. I don't know the English term for it. But they went and called the law on me. They said, "What the fuck? This nigga, like, I mean, he may look like Bob Marley, whatever the fuck. He's smoking and drinking, but he ain't bothering with nobody." And then he said he's talking about you know what I'm saying? This is the word of God. He said he's helping people. We don't see, you know what I'm saying? We don't see what bad. I mean, like he ain't robbing nobody. They say I smoke my herbs. I mean, shit. Allegedly. I'm saying? What else? I'm getting comfortable for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they've done. Hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They done took me in front of. You know what I'm saying? They went in court lying on me. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You can't listen, man. They wanted to get my blessing. Oh man. And then they taught me too about true envy and jealousy. I got to understand it. I got to truly tap into their perspective and see how they think. These fuckers are so delusional, and I'm trying to tell you the practicality of spirituality. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe it takes work for you to work, to develop as a person. Because they don't believe in that. Practicality, they look at this life, they think everybody's lucky. It's either you born with money or you're not born with money. Is it true? You see, this is how delusional they are. Michael Jordan, Steve Jobs. I mean, because since you guys love to honor fucking businessmen, well, let's honor these motherfuckers correctly. Because these motherfuckers are your Jesus in some ways. But what you fail to understand is they all fail. This motherfucker, Steve Jobs, was a hippie. Nigga smoking weed all day, every day. His approach, even in life, coming out with new product, motherfuckers got jeans on and shit like that. Like, you could say it's a marketing genius, whatever the fuck you want to say. This motherfucker really didn't give a fuck. And his spirituality gave him a purpose. I'm trying to get you to understand the practicality of your spirituality. How do you attain the highest level of consciousness? You have to adapt that mentality, become the actor. That means you are being animated by God's spirit. In other words, another way of saying this is to become to adopt a Christ-like mentality. Start looking at this world from a God perspective. And what is that? You need negativity just like you need positivity. Negativity and positivity comes together. The Kabbalion. As it is within, so it is without. Understanding the mental understanding of this universe. Just like we talk about earth, those elements, fire, whatever the fuck, us human, we share that same mentality in our lives. Some people are air people. Like for me, at one point I was very air, meaning I process information through my intellect. At one point, well, you already know, we had to put all the pieces. Come on, man. We had to become perfect. We embrace all the fucking elements. I'm fire, water, air, and all of it, motherfucker. What am I missing? I just missed some. I felt like I'm missing something. Was it fire? You got it. It's 4 elements. it's four elements, nigga. I just gave you three. What is it? Which one did I forget here? What is it? Air, fire, nigga. I'm wilding. Water. Now was it water? No, I did say water. Water, fire, air, and then what was the other one? Am I? Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, you got it. You know what I mean. So those same qualities are being reflected in our lives. Then you Earth. It was Earth. I forgot Earth. How can I forget Earth? Because Earth is the practicality of that understanding. It had to materialize. The nigga that just Earth, you know what I'm saying, it's more practical. You gotta touch it. Not necessarily gotta see it, understand it through his mind. He just gotta feel it. Let me feel it. Let me touch it. Let me turn around with it. Let me, you know what I'm saying? And then you have all of these different, and then you have the fire people too. Shit, nigga, you already know. Well, I told you I was Ogu. If you know, you know. But now, what's gonna fuck you up though? I'm fire and water. If anything, I appeal like water, and there's a whole bunch of fire underneath that water. They don't know. They don't know. Free game, and they don't even understand the air, how we foresee things. Oh, they don't know. They thought this was gonna be easy. This is documented. You documented what you did about me to make me look bad? No problem. I'm giving you the same favor. The only difference is you use lies to talk about me. That's why your shit will never stick. I speak truth to talk about you. Literally, if I'm lying, I'm motherfucking flying. And I never fly. In fact, I'm flying when I have my feet on the ground, nigga. You're in the wrong neighborhood, soldier. But in the right neighborhood, too. Because you have to be stopped. You know what I'm saying? The amount of coming from the, you know what I'm saying, they didn't understand. And for me, everything is coming together. You know what I'm saying? I was their demise. They never thought it. Especially the mother figure. She thought she was getting away, and then she's the worst. She's the stupid, the most stupid one. How do you raise me and not knowing who the fuck I am? Nigga, how do you raise me and you don't know me? You the dumbest of them all. Then the girlfriends, whatever, the bitches I fucked, they were working together. You lived, I mean, I got it. You still stupid too. But this bitch is the worst stupid one. Because for 42 years, you think you know me and that's what you come up with? Nigga, you couldn't even get your own papers. And you a criminal? I mean, what kind of organized crime you guys were running? And I'm stupid? Shit. Because what? Crazy. But again, how are you looking at it? But anyway, guys, the practicality of spirituality, me finding myself in spirituality, we tells you have to kill your mom and dad, and obviously, please listen to this. It's not a practical thing. Okay, I understand. I just said the word that I said. No, it doesn't mean a literal thing. I apologize. It is a practical, but not a literal thing. What that is for you to be you, you have to become you. Like with my kids, I'll give you a perfect example. My goal is to help them to be them, just like I'm helping you to be you. I'm not here to, I mean, nigga, but I am the truth, and I understand all of it. And what is that referring to? It's just you going through your transformation. You knowing that you are the truth, you doing all of that, and you are the way too. Yes, you are. Because you can even either be in your own way, or you can become the way. And the Christ way is you becoming the way. Meaning now you understand how you work. You're not blocking your emotional, like, whatever the fuck is taking place, but you coping with it. You understanding it. You allowing you to be your better you. Do you understand that? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys here, man, because I mean, it's always that kind of time for me. But I want you to understand the practicality of spirituality. I mean, it cannot be any more practical than me saying this shit to you, nigga. Not even the fucking understanding, just me talking about it. And when it's time for you to know, you'll know. I mean, I'm so dramatic. I like to be a little bit ahead of my time. But you'll get it in due time. It all gotta make sense, man. And then you understand. Listen, I embrace this fucking all of it. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Hey, when you know, man. Trust me. And again, this is your reality. This is the whole purpose of you understanding, or me trying to get you to understand the practicality of spirituality, is first of all to let you know that you are spiritual, but also is to give you a proper understanding of the world that you're living in, and also to help you to know who you are. It tackles all of that. When you understand your mentality, like someone who's like these people who's doing these things to me, you think they're adopting a Christ-like mentality? You think they're about love? No. Well, that's what they pretend. That's what they appeal like to other people. But in reality, oh no, these are dirty motherfuckers. And I'm trying to get you to also understand too, the dirtiest motherfuckers is always the one that, oh my God, I do not curse. I do not say the word nigga. Now, I'm not saying you gotta say nigga for you to be no, 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 no. I'm not saying no, 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 no. The bottom line of what I'm truly trying to tell you is you could be true to yourself without none of it. But what I'm trying to say is you would be true to yourself. It wouldn't, let's just say, think about it. Like for me, I mean, I do say the word nigga, but let me put it to you. Do you think I would judge somebody on who they are? because they say the word nigger because they don't say the word nigger. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't fall for that bullshit. This is the bullshit. That's the illusion. Now, some people choose not to say it, and they're being 100%. You know what? No, I'm not gonna be part of this game. Not at all. Like me, I just be on my nigga shit. But I'm not attached to it neither. Don't get it fucked up neither too though. But anyway, all I'm saying is the best way I could put it to you guys, and I think the Chinese have done a good work, a very good job at this. In their kung fu shit, they have the drunken master. You gotta understand, they call the motherfucker who's drunk a master, and they respect him. And they also understand you gotta be careful with this motherfucker because he look like he's stick your dick in. And then they tell you, you think this nigga's pussy? Stick your dick in. You think you're gonna have me by my balls? Listen, I can't even speak on you guys, man. Because the shit that I would say, and that would be so fucking accurate, you would think I'm doing something. And so I'm like, you don't see what I see. For instance, you think you're watching me, you've been watched. Simple. You don't even see that shit. And for me, I see it the first day you even that's why I knew you were working for me. You brought my fortune to me. I told you that already. You gave me everything I didn't know, and that's why I thank you. But that doesn't mean I need no, there's no friendly shit. No, ever. Ever. You did your purpose. You were my slave, not my equal, nigga. You were my servant. You served me. Your job is done. Believe it or not, they thought they used you to go against me, but again, delusional. And this bitch is even worse. And even she worked with my baby mother, right? Weren't you guys supposed to control me? Every advice she gave you brought me further away from you. That's the motherfucker you listen to. That's the stupid motherfucker you listen to. That was who was guiding you? Okay. And then what? Why don't we allow the mystery to unveil itself? I sim. Brau. Ufu.